Hey guys, welcome back to inmyseams. So today I'm going to be doing a Q&A on college, and I had gotten a couple of questions, so I just wanted to share them with you guys. I have them here on my phone. So the first question is, what are some things you regret bringing to uni/college or wish you did? I regret bringing clothes that I thought I was going to wear, and I didn't end up wearing it. So for example, it just added so much weight. I brought a lot of going out clothes, like clothes that I typically would wear here, like I thought on a regular basis, like on Sundays or on the weekends and stuff like that. But personally for me, when I went into my freshman year, I wasn't as socially everywhere and did all these crazy things because I'm like that here at home, but I'm not. I got a little nervous to try that out there, so I brought all these dresses and all this fun stuff and heels and stuff, and it's just I think it was too much because I think it was this expectation that I was going to go out and party and do all this stuff. But I mean, obviously your college could be so different. If you're going to a huge university, I would suggest doing that, or if you're close to home, then maybe that might be a good idea. But for me, I'm in this small private Christian college, so it's not very party life or anything like that. A lot of you guys have wondered if I go to University of Michigan. I go to school in Michigan. I don't go to University of Michigan. So the next question is also by Hey Heather. She had a couple of questions. She was wondering, how do I find time to film during the school year? I'm off to uni, and I was wondering, during the school year, I don't really know. I don't have a plan. I don't do that stuff. I just do it how my classes go. So because school is my priority, I am working on school, and so if I'm busy, I do feel bad that I don't have time for YouTube. But if in the case I'm doing a really busy thing, then I will either film a quick video or something really fast, maybe a haul or something that I've been collecting, something that'll be easy to edit. But most of the time, I actually try to film a ton ahead of time, and then when I do have chunks of time, I edit like crazy and I get multiple videos done, and then I leave them on my computer, I upload them, and then that's it. So sometimes when you guys see these videos, it's not like the day of. I have a ton of videos that I just film because I'm constantly filming, and then I'll just edit them and then I'll put them up. If you are doing YouTube, that might be a good strategy for you guys because it is kind of hard to keep up with a schedule. So another question that I got was also from Hey Heather, and she asks, what are your favorite things to just keep in the fridge? And I had responded to her, but I thought this was a good question for a lot of you guys. So I always had fruit that I had taken from the dining hall, and I don't know what your guys' dining hall is like, but I would just collect a lot of fruit, put them in my backpack, and then go straight to my dorm and drop it off in my fridge. A lot of people steal in the coffee kitchen, so if you're living in dorms, you'll have this common room or coffee kitchen or someplace where there's a fridge and everyone just kind of eats there. And I put food, me and my roommate would put food in there, but a lot of people would steal, so we didn't like to put a lot of food. Sometimes I would write notes on it. It's like that one Friends episode, the sandwich episode, where the guy eats Ross's sandwich. Anyways, so it's like that, and I would typically I keep cheese, I keep fruits, I keep Greek yogurt, I keep what else did I keep? I didn't keep too much stuff. My mom actually packed me some Korean food when I came back home for the breaks and stuff, so I would keep some of that in there. But typically, I don't really keep a lot of stuff. In the freezer, I kept frozen fruits, which were good for my smoothies. Oh, I keep almond milk as well. So I keep little things here and there. I don't really keep eggs or anything like that. But if you are living in an apartment, this probably has, you guys probably have to do, a whole separate thing. But I just kept that, and it kept me good. I would typically go to the dining hall because I paid for meals. And just eat there. But if I was just looking for a snack and stuff, that's probably what I kept. I also kept bread that we would take from the dining hall. Honestly, I went to the dining hall to go grocery shopping, if that makes any sense, but you're not supposed to get caught, so yeah. So I just wanted to also talk a little bit about my freshman year of college. I don't know what it's like at other schools, so I'm just speaking based off of my own experience. I went to a private Christian college, and I'm still going to a private Christian college. I am majoring in business and minoring in communications. I am also I'm thinking about minoring in Chinese, and a lot of you guys know that because of my What's in My Bag video, which I am going to update, by the way, for this upcoming semester. So anyways, I just thought it would be important to kind of share some of my experiences and maybe things that if you are a freshman going into college, if I would hope that I would give you guys some advice or some help, some tips from my freshman year. Number one, I would say that I go to school with Justin, and Justin is my boyfriend, and if you want to see our vlog channel, then it'll be linked down below. But I go to school with him, so I got really comfortable not to make girlfriends because of him. But it kind of was unhealthy because we ended up spending so much time together that it was unhealthy. So he would then become my best friend, my mom, my sisters, my boyfriend. He had to do all those roles, and there was just so many expectations. It just really took a toll on us negatively, and we are okay, but I would just suggest that if you are in a relationship, or if you are you know, you do meet someone at college, don't restrict yourself to just one person. I really regret doing that. I became bitter towards a lot of people because of that. So I would just suggest to go out of your way, try to make friends. I know for girls it's especially harder because guys can just play around a basketball and they're already best friends, but for girls it's a little bit harder because we are so much more emotional, and sometimes, you know, it's embarrassing to go out of your way and ask someone, you know, maybe this doesn't apply to you, but for me and a lot of my friends that I know in high school, they had said the same thing, that it is really tough to make friends, but I think it's easier when you're on your own, or maybe if you have a couple of friends to go to school with. But really try hard to surround yourself with good people that you fit in with. Plug yourself into something that you are familiar with. So I have been stressing this to a lot of my friends at church who have recently graduated and are going to college this year. I have told them to plug themselves into a church because they have grown up in church life their whole life. So if you are Christian and you go to church and you're watching this, then I definitely encourage you, go to church, find yourself a church, plug yourself in, because that will feel like home to you. Find a group, find a place where the school provides a space for you to really plug yourself in. You feel connected, like whether that's sports, an intramural, whether that's art club or a fashion club or something like that, whatever your school can provide, if that's like ASB or student council, stuff like that, have that be a place where you can start to meet people. I wish I had done that, and I did through my church, and I'm so grateful for all of them. But I would definitely suggest, like, find a common ground, and that would be an easier place than just, you know, trying to say hi to someone in your class or ask if you can sit with them at the dining hall. And so that might be a better place. I told a lot of my church friends, hey, find a church and get plugged in. I mean, I know I'm talking about this church situation, but maybe you can think of a different situation if you don't go to church, a different situation where you could plug yourself in, but maybe that'll feel like home to you. That's somewhere where you're knowledgeable. That's somewhere where you feel like you fit in. So that would be a great place to start. For girls, it's really easy to close yourself off. I mean, at least for me it was. I don't know about all of the other girls. If you guys are more outgoing and stuff like that, then yeah. I thought I was crazy outgoing. Like, I felt like for all my friends who knew me, like, I was like the crazy outgoing girl, which I am, but that's because I had 4+ years to know them through elementary school, through high school, through junior high, stuff like that. Like, I had 4+ years, and I thought I was this crazy outgoing girl, but I wasn't always like that, you know? So think of it that way. You are getting to know these people for the next like 9 months. It's okay if you're not like bridesmaids for life, like that kind of relationship yet. That's okay. That'll come in time. In college, there's so many more people, such a variety of different types of personalities. So you will find someone, just trust me. But I would definitely encourage you also to try out new things. I wasn't 100% sure in taking Chinese, but it was something that I tried out and I really did love. There are so many limited opportunities in our lives, so I feel like in college you have so many opportunities that are just given to you. So if you have the privilege and the chance to go to college, take advantage of those opportunities. For example, study abroad programs or clubs or events that they have for your school. Maybe that's a concert. I didn't do a lot of that my freshman year, but I tried to. I definitely had a negative view just because I live in the suburb, but I live in LA. I go to school in like a very small town place in Michigan, and it just, the culture was different. I was a little culture shocked. I had this view of like, oh, like, you know, these people are so sheltered, blah, 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 and it was so bad. I really learned a lot from that way of thinking, like, oh, you know, I've seen this already, I've done this already, you know, no one will understand me, and it was just such a bad way, bad attitude to have. For me, it would have been more important to try harder, to go out of my way, spend a little less time with Justin and more time with maybe my roommate. She was a huge help. Shout out to her if she is watching. Hi, Mina. She has been such a huge help for me and a huge encouragement in my life. I would suggest, even if you have like one person, be grateful for that one person. I wanted to say another thing. Don't expect college to be this rave party every single day. I don't know about like huge schools, and like I said, I go to private Christian college, so we don't have like these crazy parties, or maybe we do and it's like the underground life and I have no idea. I have a couple of friends who do go to bigger schools, like huge universities that have parties every single day, and they're sitting in their room by themselves, and like it's okay to just sit in your room and watch YouTube or Netflix. Like, that's okay. You don't have to go to all of these parties and like get hammered every night and have a hangover in the morning and not go to class. Like, you don't have to do that. That's not college. College is literally a stepping stone to the rest of your life, and you can decide to use it as a time to just party, and which is, I'm not saying is bad, but you can use that time to party and you know, like not go to class and do all that stuff and take pride in that. Or you can use your privileged education and invest in it, and then use it to educate the rest of this world who doesn't get to go to college, who don't even get to go to high school or elementary school or even get an education. So I know how heavy and intense that is, but I'm just saying I am very passionate about people really taking their education seriously. I'm not saying I'm like this A-star student. If anything, I am like so bad at school. I really have a hard time learning. But I just encourage you. I really think you should have the perspective of, you know, if I get to go to this college, I should make the most of it so that I can educate other people, whether that is my friends or my nieces and nephews or siblings or cousins, younger cousins, you know, children that you see. So I just think that would be a good mindset to have. So those are just a couple of tips. I know this video was kind of long, but I was meaning to make a video about college and just about college life and some healthy tips for you guys to have a good mindset now that you're going back to school. And if you are not a college student and you are in high school and you're watching this, take the same mindset. You know, your day will come one day where you have to maybe rewatch this video and be like, oh yeah, like, oh my gosh, I'm taking this huge step in my life. So I do have two older sisters who have really helped me with this advice and have given me such words of wisdom, and I've had a lot of people who've helped me over the past year to come up with this video. So thank you so much for watching through the whole thing. I hope it's not too long, but I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and if you are going to college, I hope you have a great first semester. It will be an amazing time. I promise you, you will be at the place that you should be. I really hope that you guys make a ton of great friends, and you do have that relationship like forever. But remember that you have your family and your friends back at home and your friends back from high school. You still have those people. So that's just a little bit of encouragement from me. Thank you so much, Heather, for making me do this video. I think it's a great idea that you asked me a couple of college questions. But if you guys have more questions, leave them down below. Maybe I'll do like a part 2 if maybe now I'm like sparking some sort of conversation for you guys. So yeah, I am done talking. I am trying to talk less in my videos because I just they're so hard to edit because I want to put all this content inside and it's just really hard to edit. But anyways, I hope this was helpful. If you guys have any other questions or maybe more personal questions, you can always message me. Feel free to DM me on Instagram. Yeah, so I love you guys all very, very much. I hope that you guys have a great rest of your day, and I will talk to you very soon. Bye!